Hi guys, it's Kate from Open Door Counsel and Life Coaching. Today is Money Monday. Money Monday here at Open Door Counsel and Life Coaching. So today we're going to talk about the baby steps. People have asked me, Kate, how did you pay off $40,000 in 15 months? I'm going to tell you. The Dave Ramsey baby steps. They're genius. So we're just going to go through the baby steps and talk a little bit about Financial Peace University this morning, or today, whenever you're watching. So baby step one, there are a total of 7 baby steps. And the nice thing about this is it's incremental. It's like you take a little step and you do the step, and then you take another little step and you do the step. It's, if you have any amount of debt, it can oftentimes feel like a mountain in front of you. How the heck do I deal with this? Where do I even start, right? And this process is so nice because it's literally baby steps. You take a little step towards your goal and ultimately you achieve the goal. It's pretty dang awesome. So baby step one is save $1,000 for your starter emergency fund. Now, if you already have $1,000 in the bank or more, great. But this process, if you don't, your very first step is to stop spending. So if you have a bucket and the bucket has a leak, you're spending, seal the bucket up, make sure it's secure, and start saving that money. Put $1,000 in your starter emergencies fund and do it as fast as you can. The point is, these little baby steps, when we achieve one, we feel so empowered that we feel like, hey, I can do the next one. And then you do that as fast as you can. And then, hey, look what I just did. I could totally do the next one. So you want to do it as fast as you can. Some things you can do, you can put some stuff, sell some things. You can do a yard sale. You can, maybe you have a really big car payment. You can sell that car off. Whatever you can do to get that $1,000 in the bank as soon as possible, do it, okay? Once you have completed it, so you have to have your $1,000 in the bank. Once it's done, check the box, go to baby step 2. Baby step 2 is to pay off all of your debt except the house using what he calls the debt snowball. So the debt snowball is you literally list your debts in order with how much you owe on each one, then arrange them to put the smallest debt at the top all the way down to the largest debt. So my first one, I think, was some sort of personal loan, maybe $200, say I owed to my mom or something. I had to focus on that one first. So once my $1,000 was in the bank, I put all my energy into paying off that one little debt, that $200, to pay her off, check the box. Now I take the money I was using to pay that one off and I put it to the next debt. So say my next one is about $550. So I would use the same method. I would maybe work more, I would sell things, I would do whatever I could do to get money in order to focus and pay that little debt off. Very laser focused, just get that bugger out of there. Once that one's paid off, check the box, you go to the next one, etc., etc., etc. My largest debt when I first started the snowball was about $15,000 and some, which unfortunately was a credit card I had consolidated 8 years ago and never paid off. Stupid. But when we consolidate things, we oftentimes, because we've moved the money, we think we've done something great with it, but really we've just moved it over. The debt still exists, it just exists in a different form and perhaps at a lower percentage rate, but we're not looking at percentage rates here at all. We're just looking at how much we owe, okay? Which is a little mind-boggling and different than how the other people do it. But when you do it with what he calls Gazelle Intensity, you're the gazelle and you got the like predator coming to eat you, you want to go as fast as you can because you just want to be done with it. It's like ripping that Band-Aid off. It doesn't feel good, but if you do it fast, it's less painful than if you pull each little hair off one by one, right? So that's what we do. You work your way down to you're able to pay the largest debt. Now, by the time you get to your largest debt, it's not just going to be a couple weeks that you can pay it off. I think that was the majority of my time. It took me probably 6 to 8 months or something to pay that one off. But you just stay consistent. Now, that's a little slippery spot that people can lose the momentum, is because when you get those big debts, so say you have $100,000, say your student loan's like $100,000, and you're like, how am I ever going to pay this off? You do whatever you can to earn the money to pay down that thing. You're laser focused, you stay intense. And the nice thing about the Ramsey program too, they also have a nice community of people on Facebook. You can go and ask questions. People can encourage you. You can say when you've paid stuff off and they're like, yeah, great job. You just feel like somebody's on your corner, fighting with you, doing the thing, doing the hard work. If it was easy, guys, everybody'd do it, right? This is a hard process, especially if you have a lot of debt. So that is baby step number 2. Baby step number 3, once all of your debt is paid off, what you want to do is beef up that emergency fund to what he would say a 3 to 6 month expense emergency fund. So if you at your job make if it's a very secure job, he says you probably just can hang around the 3 month of expenses into that savings account, about 3 months, whatever you take in 3 months, you want to just put it in a savings account and put it away. Just have it over here. Keep it over there for an emergency. It's called an emergency savings fund, okay? And if you have an insecure job or you're self-employed, you're not guaranteed your income, what you want to have is a 6 month expenses sitting over here. And it can range anywhere between 3 and 6 depending on your security level. But that is what he says to put into the bank as your fully funded emergency fund. Okay, once that is complete, you can take a breath because now your pedal is not to the middle. You're not going 100 miles an hour. You can slow the heck down, take a little breath. You've done a lot of hard work. Maybe it's been a year, maybe it's been 5 years, but you've been pushing. You got to this point. Baby step 4 is to begin to invest 15% of your household income into retirement. Now, so many people are like, why would I stop investing? Yes, that's something he tells you to do. Put the brakes on the investing and focus on your debt. Now, the reason you do that, if you picture like a pill box and you put like one here for every single day of the week, right? You're taking all your 7 pills and you're dumping them across the little pill boxes like this. If you picture little buckets or something. That's not going to get you to pay off your bills as fast as if you were to take all 7 and dump it into one bucket. Does that make sense? So he tells you to pause retirement and focus on your debt on baby step 2. And then when you get to baby step 4, you can start being very strategic about your investment. You put 15% of your household income. Now, the nice thing is he's done all the research for you. It doesn't have to be 25%, and it shouldn't be just 5%. It should be 15% of your household income into retirement. Baby step 5, save for your children's college fund. Okay. Baby step 6, pay off your home early. Now, a lot of people say there's benefits to having a mortgage, and then there are things that might happen when you don't have a mortgage. But the ultimate goal is once you pay that off, think about where your income's going. It's going into your pocket, and you're putting some into retirement. That's it. It's not going to a bill. It's not going to somebody's college. It's not going into a savings account. It literally gets to go in your pocket. So, I mean, I've heard of these people in their 20s paying off their house, like literally working through the steps within their 20s, which is insane in my brain. I love it. So it's amazing and wonderful. Baby step 7, the final baby step, he says to build wealth and give. Now, some Christians have a hard time with that whole wealth building tool, but you know what? If the money has to be in someone's pocket, isn't it great that it's in somebody that belongs to, you know what I'm saying? You think about it. Build wealth and give. So something that is really, really, really important to Dave and important to me, who I really like Dave Ramsey's programs, has helped me, is being generous. So, you know, if you get to go go to eat and you know, here's my bill, it's $40, and I'm going to give a 10 or 20% tip to the waiter or waitress, to the server. Okay, here's that. And okay, this is what it costs. What if you were able to give, what if your bill was $40 and you're able to leave a $100 bill for that server? Like outrageous generosity. What? You stand out from the crowd, you maybe even write a little note or put a little smiley face or put a verse or put your name or high five, thank you so much, God bless you, whatever it is. You're able to give and be generous on levels that most people aren't able to give and be generous. And that's really important to the journey, because guess what? We are only stewards of our money. We only steward our money. If we hold it with an open hand, it comes in and it goes out. It comes in and it goes out. And if we can have a view of money like that and know that we just steward the money, we get to choose where it goes. That's a really healthy way to view money versus being a hoarder and being a little weirdo and being like, I'm never going to share with anybody. You know, that's just, no, Don't be that person. So those are the 7 baby steps. So baby step 1, $1,000 emergency fund. Baby step 2, pay off all your debt except your mortgage. Baby step 3, save 3 to 6 months of expenses. Baby step 4, invest 15% of your household income into retirement. Baby step 5, save for your children's college fund. Baby step 6, pay off your home early. And baby step 7, build wealth and give. If any of you need any additional information, I am a financial coach through Ramsey Solutions, and be happy to sit down, happy to get you on a plan, happy to work a budget with you. You can do this. This is something you can do. Like any great thing, you just break it down into bite-sized pieces, these little baby steps, and you just start doing it, right? You just start. You got to start. To be successful, you got to start a program, start the action. Get in action. So again, this is Kate, Open Door Counsel and Life Coaching, Money Monday.